So one of the concepts that I wanted to kind of introduce to other people was this concept of blocking. Kelly Starrett and Carl Pally talk about this when they're doing, for example, a vertical jump and telling people to put their feet together. Because if I land right here, if I have valgus movement, I'm going to block myself before I'm able to collapse the arch and do any damage to the knees. We can extrapolate this over a number of functional exercises. You probably do it already in your strength programs. If you do a bottoms-up kettlebell press, it's blocking my ability to have bad mechanics in the shoulder because it'll show itself in wrist deviation. If it shows itself in wrist deviation, the kettlebell falls over and I'm not able to execute the lift. The same principles can be applied then to other lifts. For example, the pull-up. If I do an overhand pull-up right here, I'm giving myself the opportunity to create torque off of an implement, off of an object. So right here what I have to do is screw my arms into this object and pull myself up to create good shoulder positioning while I do this. Oftentimes we find that people struggle with this movement itself. So what we like to do as a progression at tier 2 is we like to block people. The way we block people is turning the palm towards the body right here. And what that does is it ensures that I am externally rotating the shoulder because I've manually created this torque instead of trying to create it off of the implement. So I've closed off this torque system by creating it right here manually, and then all I need to do is brace the core by pointing my toes out in front of me like I'm a gymnast and getting a slight bit of flexion. And then if I do this correctly, I can get the proper amount of scapular movement during my pull-up. Now, it's important to scale this right. If you have people that need assistance, what you're going to want to do is take a band around something like this rig and make sure that people are putting their feet into the band here like so instead of their knees around maybe a band that's hanging here like this. Because if I do that, I'm giving myself the opportunity to extend. I'm probably going to fire my psoas, extend my pelvis, and then, anteriorly tilt my pelvis, and then extend through my lumbar to get up, which is going to result in not only poor spinal mechanics, but also poor shoulder stabilization. So right here, if I stay long, I can kind of squeeze my butt and push my ribs down and wind up with that good scapular movement as well in an assisted pattern.